Hello, welcome to the Moon Scarab channel. My name is Ramon. On this video, we will talk about bibliomancy. We will talk about what is it, its origins, and its use in divination. I will also share with you my personal method when using this technique for divination purposes. Let's get started. Bibliomancy, also known as Stichomancy, is a divination method practiced around the world which involves the use of books, typically sacred texts, as a way to seek guidance on life and spiritual matters. Bibliomancy is the term commonly used, but there's a slight difference between the terms bibliomancy and stichomancy. Bibliomancy is the practice of seeking a random paragraph from opening a holy book and finding an appropriate answer to a current situation. On the other hand, stichomancy is basically the same, but using any book considered non-religious or secular. The word stichomancy comes from the ancient Greek word stikos, which means line, row, or verse. For purposes of this video, we will just stick to the term bibliomancy as a blanket word so we don't jump from one term to the other. There are many different techniques of bibliomancy that can be used, and the practitioner's own belief system aids them in the way they interpret the results. In religious practices around the world, sacred texts are often used as tools of divination. The Christian Bible, the Quran, the Mahabharata, and the I Ching have all been employed in the practice of bibliomancy, but it goes back even further. There is evidence that the ancient Greeks and Romans performed bibliomancy, although they didn't call it that. The Romans had a divination practice called sortes, in which a random passage or single sentence was drawn from a written work. The Sortes Virgiliani utilized the works of the poet Virgil. Brutus is reported to have used this practice, which informed him that Pompey would lose the Battle of Pharsalus. The Sortes Homericae drew upon the writings of Homer. The Emperor Marcus Aurelius Macrinus is known to have used the Sortes Homericae, learning that he will not last long in the imperial throne. Sortes Biblicae, or biblical lots, is a method of divination where the Bible is opened randomly and the first words which are seen are interpreted as predictive. It was widely practiced in the Middle Ages, and it declined after the year 1000. I will share with you a personal story. I was raised in the Christian faith in a Protestant denomination. I remember that people in my congregation and me used to ask God for guidance on matters, and sometimes will ask for a sign on the pages of the Bible. For me, it was something totally normal. Decades forward, when studying divination, I realized that the practice at church and bibliomancy were exactly the same thing. It's asking your higher power a clear question, opening the Bible to a random page, trailing your finger until you felt where to stop, and the verse where your finger pointed contained the answer. Of course, I, or them for that matter, didn't see it as divination because it was forbidden, but it was a signal from the divine. It's the same fruit, but a different name. Nowadays, I still practice this method, but using a dictionary and dice, and I will show you how I use it. On this method, I use the following: a Webster's 1924 dictionary, 3 D10 dice with numbers from 0 to 9, 1 D6 dice with only the numbers 1 and 2, 1 D20 dice with numbers from 1 to 20. This dictionary is from 1924. This is the year 2023, so it's almost 100 years old, almost a century. I've had this dictionary for several years, and I like the fact that it's been used, maybe by many people, to seek clarity on words and their definitions. So, energetically, it has been previously used as a tool of knowledge. I also like the fact that the vocabulary on the dictionary is plain, devoid of modern technicalities, more elegant and simple. I use dice for the following reason. When you pick a page from a book randomly, you seldom pick the first pages or the last ones, more towards the middle, in my view, to be able to have a more accurate reading and a fair chance of all pages being selected. The powers that be indicate through the dice the following. The 3 D6 dice give me the page number. The dictionary has 246 pages. When throwing these 3 dice, I pick first the smallest dice number and intuitively the rest. This gives me the page number. If the combination of all numbers are over 246, I add all 3 numbers and the resultant number is the page. Therefore, all pages have the same chance of being selected. Dice D6, which only has the numbers 1 and 2, indicates the column. 1 for left, 2 for right. Both columns have the same chance of being selected. Dice D20 indicates the verse or word going down the column. This dictionary has a maximum of 20 words per column, so all words have the same chance of being selected. Let's do an example of this method. In this example, the dice point to page 177, column 2, verse 15. The word is probate, proof of a will. Possible interpretations: require proof of someone's wishes or motives. Demonstrate with actions the determination and resolve in you. Actions speak louder than words. Many other interpretations are possible depending on the inquiry and the situation. In this example, the dice point to page 101, column 1, verse 5. The word is hatchway, an opening in a ship's deck. Possible interpretations: there's a way out the current situation of your journey. Escape that situation before it continues to move further. Explore other choices, trying a different direction. Many other interpretations are possible, depending on the inquiry and the situation. In this case, the numbers on the dice are over 246, so we add all three, and the result is 13. So in this case, the dice point to page 13. In this example, the dice point to page 13, column 2, verse 4. And the word is anti-act, a preceding act. Possible interpretations: explore what caused this situation. Be prudent and get ahead while you can. Take steps to prepare yourself before heading in that direction. Many other interpretations are possible depending on the inquiry and the situation. In this example, the dice point to page 198, column 1, verse 8. And the word is rotary, turning on an axis as a wheel. Possible interpretations: you are the center of everything happening around you. There is motion, but movement in no direction. Always keep your center, no matter how things move around you. Other interpretations are possible depending on the inquiry and the situation. So this is my method of divination. Please leave a comment below and let me know what you think about it, and if you have a bibliomancy method you would like to share. Thanks for watching, and blessings to all.
If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, and share it with someone who might benefit from it. And click the subscribe button for more future videos about tarot, divination, and other esoteric topics.